So, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. The man Sam is not a woman beater, so I'm now put him hand pan her, but him know what him a go do. And you see the next version, just wait for the next version. Anybody catch that part there? Did anyone catch that part?
Wake up. Hold on there, my girl. Hold on there, my girl. Tell me something. What really going on here, sir? I borrow your phone and something unusual in your phone. What is it? What is really going on here, sir, right now?
What you talking about?
I mean what me talk about? Who you on the phone and message? Who you on the phone and message? Who you on the phone and message? Because right now, we just borrow your phone. I just borrow your phone, you know. Borrow your phone. Right now, my heart a boil right now. Who you a message? Who you a message? But now if you come see a message nobody, you know, but I want to know who you a message.
Well, what about the message?
I mean what about the message? Who you a message? So no voice note this in the phone.
The voice note, I said.
I mean my voice note, I said voice note on the phone and the next man panic. It's alright man, hold on, I'm going to play make you hear it. Hold on.
Jano Empress, you know say, with the light that moves there though. When you buck up on the road, you don't know anything going on. Why me just love everything when me see. And that thing that should be mine. You tell me say you have your man, but John must start your man now if it no. Cause guess what? The day I'm willing to take on everything. If you have bit, you take on everything too. So just be mine. And that me I tell you, baby.
Well, I know what you talking about.
Listen.
Nah, let you down.
Boy, you don't know that.
Let you down. You have to be mine. Nobody tell me about your man. Your man now what we have. Your man can't compare to me. My thing hot and flushy. So you are going to just come in on me and maybe show you what I want. And this is the thing there, baby. Don't play with me, baby. You tell me about your man. Me say your man. Make him stay with them. Now if you know about me, I think this.
What them people are really
me,
go out?
you can link up anytime you want.
You have to tell me so they know nothing about this and you're a phone pillar?
Me always there for you.
Okay, man, now somebody are frame me. You know nothing about that.
So hold on. You don't know nothing about this and you're a phone it there now.
True, I frame me phone in there now. Somebody can't frame me. Brother, I don't know what you're talking about. Because you better put on my face with the camera.
It's alright, man. It's alright. I have to put out this one there, you know.
Yeah, put it out, man.
Yeah, I have to put out this one there. Alright, so. Alright, I judge. Alright, so I will advise this.
Sound good, man. Sound good.
Me don't know for advice that, brother. Me don't know for advice that.
Sound
I
good,
don't know what
man.
you're talking about.
Sound good. I will advise this. Sound good. You see it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You see it? Guess what? You see right now? Guess what? You see right now? I don't know my next move right now, you know. Because you see this year alone, you can't have a next a frame. It's alright, man. You see through me always say peace. You see through me always say peace. You see, yeah man, you see through me always say peace. Right, you know, me I make sure that evil say nothing. You see through me always I say peace. Me I make sure don't even say nothing right now. You see, me I make sure I take off the video off of you. Me I make sure I take off the video off of you. Right, you know, my blood, my heart a boil right now. Now you see, me not even want to say nothing because you see how far me I deal with the thing from. And you make it look like say, yo man, I do not know I only see that on the phone. I only see that I send message on the phone. And then you have to talk about sound good. You can talk about sound good.
You can't jump to conclusion.
What kind of conclusion me I jump to?
People can't frame me, you know.
You can talk about sound good. Send your message, send back from the phone, from your phone, say sound good. So you agree.
Keep on your mind. I frame people are framing.
It's alright, man. You see, I always calm, you know, I always calm. So you see, I stay calm. And take this thing off of you. You see me I say, but remember, you know, I tell you, say, I done this. Because what you feel like? You feel like you do something somebody else can't do? You feel like you do something else somebody can't do? And that you feel like you do something somebody else can't do. You don't know, you never know nothing about nothing yet. But see the device in your phone, or you don't feel if you go in my phone and see. It's alright, man.
But if you go in your phone, you know the things that you.
Oh, you see, now make you give me a heart attack because I don't put my hand by you. I don't put my hand on you. It's like there's a jeep me and them something. I don't put my hand on you, man. I don't do that, man, because guess what? I know woman beater. So I don't do that. So I say, so what me I go do? I know what me I go do.
So me I go pack your bag?
No, me I go do, man. You know, I tell me what me I go do. I know what me I go do, man. I know what me I go do, man. You see the next version. Watch the next version, man. I know what me I go do, man. So me I say, I know what me I go do, man.
Me can't say me.
And you don't know nothing about it. Alright, you don't know nothing about it. It's alright, good. It's alright, good. Good, but girl, you got too far, though. You got too far. You got too far, though, my girl. Alex, but that takes off your phone. You got too far, though, my girl. All of the work up there you put up, my girl. You got too far.
Yo, listen. So the Gleaner printed an article, right? A follow-up to the whole story, which is still trending about the JDF corporal who take out him woman and himself, you know what I say? And boy, the details of the story, I remember one of my subscribers saying, SouFlo, what I really want to know is how are we getting these pictures and voice notes? Who posts them? Well, according to the Gleaner, before the JDF corporal Dorian Mackenzie dashed himself and him woman, what he did was he allegedly posted these pictures and voice notes to WhatsApp and distributed the pictures and the voice notes explaining why he had actually committed the act. So there's no need to wonder anymore who did it, because some people did say, then I saw the thing go at Jamaica, like I can't see nothing else but police being on the scene and them taking pictures, and but what would they have a reason to do that for? Well, we can't stop blaming police because it's not them. I saw you do it. Alright? No, anyway. The narrative, as according to this story here now, it says the narrative dovetails with the accounts of several neighbors who told our news team of a cold calculated person who overheard. So they overheard him on his veranda shortly after he had launched a deadly attack on his girlfriend. And he was sitting out there at 2 a.m. So him come out of the house after he did what he did, sat on the veranda after the shooting, and they heard him telling someone on the phone to come get me now, come and get him. Maybe it was the army he was calling, but when him come back, go back inside of the house, he actually go in there and just shoot himself too. Is when him see the light from the police siren them saying go back inside and go shoot himself. So he was probably expecting like him charging them, other soldiers to drive down from upper camp, come get him or something, carry him, go back up at the barracks and talk to him and de-escalate him mind and all that. But instead he saw police sirens coming, so him just walk back inside and just flat eye, bye, look out him own brain, right? This person who said that requested that their identity be withheld. Please, nobody mix me. Me I tell you what me hear and see, but don't put my identity out there. So, around 11 a.m. on Sunday, our news team, which is we are talking about the Gleaner here, the Gleaner observed all the bloodstains in the living room and the bedroom of the house, and a light was still on in the bedroom. Hours earlier, they heard blood-curdling screams when Easy, which is the practical nurse, was savagely done the way how she was done. We're not going to go into the details again. On the nose, so she get mashed up and dash way. The worst way that we can put it, and also the best way we can put it. Details from the police and the military have been sketchy, but residents reveal a frantic bid by firefighters to gain entry to the premises, because remember, the door was well barricaded and locked up enough before the magnitude of the corporal's bloodlust became fully evident. Them couldn't see what was going on inside, so they had to literally call the fire department to remove the door. We overheard the police, and we are out here, and we turn up out here, and we hear the police them say they found 2 magazines, and both of the magazine them was empty, and each magazine carries 16 shots. But before the fireman came and cut off the lock, one of the police looked in through the window, and the police said, "Spec." And a little bit of shot this man of fire in the place, you know. When them go in there, a whole heap of spent shell them finding at the house. All these things we had no knowings about. Now, it is reported that the armory upper camp there, the soldiers them thing, they're checking to see, because they believe that the weapon and ammunitions were taken from there, and they were weapon and ammunition that was not registered to or given to this particular soldier, the corporal. So he make up his mind long time. And the headline of this story said he had planned this from way ahead. And he had actually told her that he was going to do it. So, which brings me to what I've been saying to my female audience before. If the man I tell you over and over, say him I go do it. Stop skin your teeth and take the man them for idiot or say him weak and him soft and him not go do it. Because sometimes it's the most soft-spoken one that really never put no hands on you before or nothing like that, that will do it. Verbal abuse is just as effective as physical abuse, alright? Now listen. So, another resident said that the army man's rage had been burning even earlier. Cause him saying that December same day I go kill her, you know. She was actually told this before from in a December. This is what the person said. So residents of 23rd Pathway in Fort East, Greater Portmore says that the corporal's attack on his partner could have taken out even more victims. At least 2 of the shots them that he fired exited his house where he was firing them and pierced the walls of neighboring houses. Somebody else could have died from matter unknown to them. We could have outside just have mind with business and pick up gunshot. The bullet exit their house and go across next door, you know. It came through their window, hit the garbage bin and into the wall next door, the resident said. A somber mood enveloped the community yesterday, sapping the spirit of weekend joy and blunting the attitude of traditionally big Sunday breakfast. Cause you know Saturday night I go a party, Sunday a big breakfast and these things. We're living life, yeah? Caribbean style, Jamaican style, living life. Visits by family to Mackenzie and Easy's rented house was limited, the resident said. Nobody know to come round there today. Neighbors of Easy and Mackenzie were unwilling to share their identity because they feared being enmeshed in the unfolding investigations that are going on. And them not really want to get caught up in anything and people say, well, you said and she said. So they're willing to speak to the news, but they want their identity withheld because when police go to them, they're actually saying, well, I'm Corporal so-so, can you help us with the investigation? Because your investigation will actually took place. The people are saying, listen, officer, I never see nothing. I never hear nothing. That's what they're telling the news. That's what they're telling the police. But they're telling the news media different. You know how we do at Jamaica already. When your neighbor them argument turn up, you cock your ears over there. And you peep through the curtain them round the back or through the blinds or through the fence because you want to see what go on. So more time, we actually do see and hear things. But just no one get caught up in the police investigation part of things. Which sometimes can be a bad thing. In this case, the 2 of them gone, so I don't know how that would have helped anybody anyway. Other than to establish a storyline. Right? They said that they were shocked at how it ended so grisly. Because they kept up appearance as lovers. So them argue inside of the house, but outside they actually kept appearance up. When people see them out the road, you know, them love up in a man, hug up and kiss up and hold hands and waltzing in public. Couples goals is what most people would have said when they see them. I wish my relationship was like theirs kind of thing. If they were having issues, we would know. Cause him walk with all our handbag whenever them going out, you know. It would appear as they were deeply into their feelings, them in a love with one another. One resident neighbor told the Gleaner. Now you can imagine. A man a walk down the road and him a carry all him woman purse. You know what I say? That oh God, me have to take joke, make serious things make joke. So, me not carry my wife purse, not unless she's about to fall down or she asks me just hold this for me real quick, make me pick up something or tie something or do something. But walking around carrying my woman purse, to me, that is a bit of an overkill. This is a personal opinion. So they don't kill me for this opinion, but I don't see a reason to walk around with my woman's purse, right? Easy was 34 and Mackenzie the soldier was 33. And the nurse was 34. And they had been living at the same location for more than a year. They said that the bloody end was just that. Real bloody. A resident said that around 12, him fire a wild shot, you know. earlier, before the incident, him fire one shot in the ear because him was drinking and him did drunk. And some people thought it was clappers because, you know, Christmas just done. So him go at the shop, and when him down there drink at the shop is when him tell the bartender who did that serve him, say, yeah, him will do it today. Today him will kill her. And we know the bartender, and the bartender actually hold the, you know, talk to him and thing. The bartender said she talk to him and try to talk him out of it. And him, the more him drink and the more him drink and him order another shot and him drink again, is the more he was convinced that him going to do it tonight. Now, in my opinion, I said to myself, say, I wonder if the bartender was trying to get him so drunk, because people are blaming the bartender, you know. I see somebody said that idiot bartender that kept on serving him drinks, no, and hearing him say all this. Could they not have stopped him? Maybe if they had stopped serving him drinks, he would not have done it, because he would have had a sober mind to think straight. No, I think you could look at it another way, you know. Because when man drunk till them want pass out, the last thing on their mind is to go get embroiled with somebody else in a altercation where somebody might have take your gun and shoot you with it because you're incompetent, because you're so drunk. So maybe the bartender did that thing, so maybe the more him drink, maybe him drink till him pass out a door or something like that and sleep it off, and it don't happen tonight. Well, it never worked out that way. He got really drunk and he left there, staggered home. Remember, you know, the man fire one shot before him left, you know. And this woman know, you know, and the people outside know, you know, and nobody don't say anything about them think are clappers. And him go at the bar, drink, come back home, do it again. And it was said that he fired another shot when he came back home. And then him go inside and lock the two of them up inside. And I don't know. So Lyndell McCormack said, ladies, if a man say he's going to kill you or run for your life, seemingly she did not take the threat seriously and she ended up dying. As a man, this hurts my soul. She could have been my sister. I agree. Amorel says, thank you for that comment. Sadly, some will imply that she must be doing something for him to kill her. Maybe if we have more men condemning these acts of violence, these things will change, or change will come. Well, honestly, I'm not the one to be a hypocrite, and I've been saying this, and what I find is that Jamaican women are just as stubborn as Jamaican men. After I've been telling the women them, say, listen, when a man make up his mind for do certain things, him no business what another man want to think, okay? The thing about it is you women need to better educate yourself, and you women need to stop putting yourself in positions where this could possibly be the outcome. Because the more we know about this particular story right here, is the more we are able to say that, boy, we saw it coming. You know what I'm saying? We saw it coming. So how she didn't see it coming. And then her infidelities and all these other things. Not saying that he wasn't being the same way, but I'm saying you are adding gasoline to the fire, and then when the fire starts blaze up, you're going like, oh my gosh, I never knew there was a fire there. Oh, it's burning me, it's burning me. You know, woe is me playing victim is not going to help. As much as we're blaming the men, and as much as we're talking to the men, and I say, yo, we burn out them kind of thing, that them thing they're not right, it's the same way. I want educated women, good woman, big woman, to talk to the scraggly woman them and make them know that certain behaviors that y'all exude is what's actually a part of this that's bringing this kind of stuff into your life, right? So Cardi Dale Campbell says, boy, there are a lot of things wrong in this scenario regarding these two, you know. Many persons are going to try to play the blame game, but that will never get to the root of the things. Until we as a people promote healthy and lasting relationships, we are going to see more scenarios like this, which is what I continue to say on SouFLoTV. The struggle for power, to control, and to be all powerful is a sinister character in our society, and until we can all learn to respect our life and the life of others, we are in a dangerous place. We also need to wake up and take note of deviant behaviors and not take them for granted. Never say it won't happen or it can't happen. Many people come from a very dark place and they can snap at any moment's notice. Sad, she seemingly got many notices and she may have taken all of them for granted. Let us unite in prayer for the families involved in this tragedy. It's truly a rough road. Bipolar Girl says, as to who kept serving this drunkard despite all the signs, I wonder. I think the JDF tip line should have served as an avenue to report the situation like these, as the guy planned for it from December. So people should have spoken up. Now I'm wondering, if this man really gonna be celebrated by a funeral in the army, like he should not have been given a 9-night or anything at all. He should be buried in a private ceremony. So basically she's saying that he man no war hero and he was not no soldier that served well, plus the act that he committed before passing, he's not deserving of. And she's also saying somebody should have called the JDF tip line a long time ago, from a month ago, since they're saying that he's been saying that since December, and let them know, hey, you have a soldier out here now. May I tell you, he's losing it, and he keeps on saying he's going to kill his spouse, so look out for that. Right? But would the JDF tip line actually tell us, or are they going to cover their asses? Or would they tell us that, yes, we've been getting reports for a month now that this particular soldier was acting in a certain manner, and we believe that he was going to do it. We just didn't know when and how. And then again, the people, like they said, they didn't have any reason to call any tip line, because when you see them outside, even though when he's drunk he talk that mega killer talk, but when you see them outside, them hug up, love up, kiss up in public. Him all a carry our purse, our pocketbook, and these things. So, you know how it go already. Sometimes you intervene in a domestic relationship and the two of them turn upon you, and next thing you hear, oh yeah, watch out my business, so come out of my business, man. Oh, watch it, you know. So people just mind their business most of the time, honestly, and it's that in itself is also a cultural thing. It's not like we are trained to monitor other people's business and their relationship and stuff like that. All right, so JenJack21 says he had problems on top of a mental situation, I believe. And Jay said it's sad. Men, if the lady messing up, just leave them. Take notes. Life, yours, it's not worth it. And Ray Devon said, so she knew that he planned to kill her, yet she never packed up and left him. Also, why his threats were never reported to both police and military? Shaking my head. And like I said before, it's not a cultural thing to watch out other people's business. You don't really watch your neighbor's business. If you hear them arguing inside of them house, you might turn up out there, listen to it, and especially if it's a regular thing, oh, there they go again, them argue again. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like the first thing is, oh, report it to police. Worse if they're arguing in the house, but when them come outside, them hug up and lovey-dovey. It's not like he was beating her up and down the street, dragging her, and people saw it. They were always lovey-dovey outside according to their neighbors, to the point where he was even carrying her purse or her pocketbook. So you can't really blame the people them surrounding. You know what I'm saying? Leave your comments in the comment section below. It's SouFLoTV. I'm gonna left the one here, so. And like I said before, until we're able to face this and own up 100%, because what I notice in the comment section of my videos is the women, they run to defend the woman, and then no one is saying that anything part of her behavior brought any of this. And then you have the men who are running to defend the man. So what we have going on now is a women against man thing. And at the end of the day, that's just self-serving. It's not going to benefit anybody in the long run. All we're going to have in the long run is the same situations happening over and over again. Leave your comments in the comment section below. It's SouFLoTV. I'm out. Peace.